I stayed at his house. I stayed in his bedroom.
How old were you?
I was 15, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron. And
something huge just happened in the courtroom, and it could change everything for Diddy. His own lawyer, one of the most high-profile defense attorneys in the business, walked out during a critical moment. Why? Because of a leaked set of tapes allegedly tied to the late Aaron Carter.
Tonight, we're learning that singer Aaron Carter autopsy results are being deferred. This is while police investigate the 34-year-old's death from over the week.
Now, if you've been following Aaron Carter's story, you know he made some chilling claims before his untimely and mysterious death in 2022. He warned that he was in serious danger, that powerful people in the music industry were trying to silence him, and that if something happened to him, it wasn't an accident. And now, these newly leaked recordings may contain the proof that he was telling the truth.
Went through some pretty traumatizing events.
You look like you have AIDS. You should go die.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice.
So what's in these tapes? Why did Diddy's lawyer suddenly leave the courtroom when they were mentioned? And most importantly, what does this mean for the massive federal investigation into Diddy? The courtroom was already tense. Everyone knew that Diddy was facing serious legal trouble. But things took a wild turn when the prosecution brought up a set of leaked tapes allegedly containing shocking evidence related to Aaron Carter's past claims. That's when Mark Agnifilo, Diddy's top defense attorney, just got up and left. Eyewitnesses in the courtroom say his reaction was instant. He looked at the transcripts, had a brief but intense exchange with the judge and prosecution, and then abruptly exited the courtroom. Lawyers don't just walk out of a case like this unless something really big is going on. This sudden move has sparked major speculation. What did he see in those tapes? Why did it make him leave? And does this mean that Diddy's legal team is completely caught off guard? To understand why this moment is so huge, we need to go back and look at what Aaron Carter was saying before his death, and why these tapes could be the smoking gun that links Diddy to something much bigger. What's actually in these leaked tapes? So, sources claim they contain audio and video recordings of Aaron Carter speaking about disturbing encounters in the music industry. They allegedly reveal connections between powerful figures, including Diddy, and allegations of abuse. Some sources claim Carter specifically stated that he feared for his life because of what he knew. Before he died, Aaron Carter went on record multiple times, saying that he was being targeted by people in the industry. He claimed that Sony Records owed him $3.5 million and was trying to silence him. He also said that his own family was trying to set him up and that he needed $100,000 to escape to a safe location. Then, just days before his death, he left behind a terrifying message. If anything happens to me, I did not do this to myself. Carter was found dead in his bathtub in November 2022. The official cause of death was ruled as drowning, but many fans and conspiracy theorists have questioned whether there's more to the story. And now, with these tapes resurfacing, people are wondering, did Aaron Carter have evidence of something bigger? Did he try to expose Diddy or others in the industry? Was he silenced before he could go public? And the biggest question of all, why is Diddy's legal team so shaken up over these recordings? Aaron Carter wasn't just making random accusations. He was pointing fingers at specific people, and one of those people was Diddy. Aaron Carter's brother, Nick Carter, was a member of the Backstreet Boys, a group signed to Sony Records, the same label Aaron claimed was targeting him. Around the same time, Nick Carter was accused of sexual assault by a woman from the girl group Dream, a group that, coincidentally, was managed by Diddy. Aaron spoke out about both Diddy and his brother, alleging that there was serious corruption in the industry. If these tapes connect Diddy to anything Aaron was claiming, it could be a massive turning point in the case. During a critical hearing, Diddy's attorney was reportedly handed a transcript or summary of these leaked recordings. Witnesses in the courtroom described his reaction as shock and disbelief. After an intense exchange with the judge and prosecution, he abruptly left. This kind of reaction raises some serious questions. Did the tapes contain something completely unexpected? Did the prosecution use them to connect Diddy to past abuses within the music industry? Was this something his own legal team was not prepared for? Whatever was in those documents, it was enough to send one of the country's most experienced defense attorneys straight out of the room. Diddy is currently under federal investigation for multiple crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, prostitution-related offenses, physical abuse, and gun-related crimes. Authorities have linked multiple incidents under the RICO Act, a law often used to take down organized crime operations. According to federal investigators, Diddy is suspected of running a structured criminal operation involving human trafficking, drug distribution, and violence. The FBI has already raided his homes in Miami and Los Angeles, where they seized 3 AR-15 rifles with defaced serial numbers, illegal ammunition, and alleged evidence linking Diddy to human trafficking activities. Legal analysts say that if Diddy is convicted under federal RICO laws, he could face life in prison. The government is reportedly offering immunity deals to certain individuals in exchange for testimony against him. Diddy's defense team, however, is pushing back. They argue that the leaked tapes are not authenticated, that the women involved in his case consented to all activities, and that no underage individuals were involved. One of Diddy's attorneys even stated, "This is adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally we believe no crime was committed." But the problem for Diddy is that this case isn't happening in isolation. There are disturbing similarities between this situation and other massive industry scandals, like the cases against R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein. The common theme in all of these cases is the same: powerful industry elites exploiting young artists, cover-ups, and legal teams protecting high-profile figures. The leaked tapes have sparked major online debates. Some believe that Aaron Carter was silenced because he knew too much, and that the entertainment industry is covering up widespread abuse. Others argue that the tapes could be manipulated or misinterpreted, and that Diddy's downfall is part of a larger power struggle within the music industry. What happens next could determine the course of Diddy's future. More leaked evidence could emerge, potentially strengthening the case against him. His legal team will fight back aggressively, likely trying to discredit the tapes and any new testimony that surfaces. But if he is convicted, this could go down as one of the biggest celebrity crime cases in history. The key questions now are: will the Aaron Carter tapes ever be released to the public? Will Diddy's high-powered lawyers be able to protect him from conviction? And will this case expose deeper corruption within the music industry? No matter what happens next, one thing is clear: this story is far from over.